when you niche down, what changes? Did you like switch up your flows and processes, or are you doing anything different for this industry? Or are you just like, hey, SEO for travel and paid media for travel?
Yeah, let's talk about the marketing side, and then we'll talk about the service side. Yeah. So on the marketing side, and remind me if I forget to do the question directly. On the marketing side, David C. Baker is a guy that writes about agencies, writes how to build an agency. He wrote a book called The Business of Expertise, and he talks about how important pattern recognition is, and how if you can recognize the same patterns, that results in expertise. You can charge more for your services. All of these things have been incredibly accurate. No. One thing to note of being a generalist is it's very hard to choose where to show up. Like, what conferences do you sponsor? What email newsletters do you sponsor? But now it's like, oh, these are the things that our customers read. These are the conferences our customers attend. If we just show up there, we can speak just to our customers, and it's like fishing in a barrel. Although you typically eat the fish with our customers, we hope for a long and prosperous relationship.
Yeah.
So our marketing has changed entirely.
Got it.
On the service side, 100%. So we developed a framework and philosophy called performance bookings. It's got 5 key pillars that help kind of like everything from channel dependence to setting North Stars correctly and understanding the traveler research journey and leveraging data between channels. So there's a lot of travel specific findings like seasonality that we put into that result in a much more tailored marketing approach for the market that we're working with.
And this then drives both your paid media as well as your SEO strategy for that particular company.
And new service development. And yes, 100%.
Nice. With travel companies, is there a particular insight you have about travel companies that's just lesser known?
Like, could dig for... So here's the thing. Travel research is incredibly predictable in a lot of cases, at least in the bell curve, in the center of the bell curve. Expedia did a research study called it was The Path to Purchase in 2023 and how travelers search, plan, and book their trips. And there's these 4 distinct stages that they map out. We say there's a 5th, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But it's it's inspiration, research, planning, and booking. No, inspiration, planning, booking, experiencing, I believe is what the 4 stages are. And we just add the captivate stage after the booking is made before the trip has gone on, because you can upsell and sell ancillaries. But you need to build audiences at the top of the funnel, because people look at 25 pages on the day that they're going to make the purchase, and that's 30 to 60 days after they started their research.
Yeah.
So if you have one of those touch points, if you have a piece of content that gets a touch point at the beginning of research, there's absolutely no way they're going to remember your brand when they get to the purchase stage. So what we say is build audiences for your content that should be early in the research process, and then retarget those audiences 30 days after, 60 days after. See what performs better, than run with that audience. So it's really bringing the traveler down the purchase journey.
Nice.
That's an example of a travel specific finding that we have. Another one would be travel is an incredibly visual purchase journey.
Yeah.
In every single industry, a faster moving page that's lighter, fewer kilobytes, fewer megabytes, you should measure in kilobytes, is typically going to perform better from an SEO standpoint. We run statistical analysis and have found consistently that heavier pages work better in travel, typically just because images are very heavy.
Makes sense.
It's not like add a 2 megabyte picture to your page for no reason, but...
Makes sense.